What's going on, guys? It's Anthony here, and today we're gonna be removing at least the trunk wrap for now.
She left a shape on the memory foam. I fell in love with a dome, said I get a one.
First things first is gotta go with this emblem. I just have it double side sticky taped on, so it should peel off. But I don't want to break it at the same time because this took months to get here. It's one of the ones straight from Australia. Alright, yeah, it's on there. Alright. See, the good thing about wrap is I don't gotta mess with getting all this glue off. Alright, I'm gonna put you guys up and I'm gonna do a little time lapse of me unwrapping this trunk. Shouldn't take long, but who knows. Alright guys, so I got all the wrap off the top of the car, or trunk, whatever. Now, I'm no professional bodywork person, but I'm going to be sanding these down, probably heating these up, hammering down a little bit. And my goal is to fill these 6 holes. There's 3 over here from my spoiler that I used to run. But I'll update you guys in a little bit after I'm done sanding. Alright guys, so I finished sanding, and like I said, I'm not a professional bodywork person. So I was going to take that expanding foam, spray it in there, and let it rise, chop it down, Bondo these, primer, you know what I mean, all that. But I ended up taking caulk. I just wanted to try it. I may have to use the foam, but I sprayed it down in there, came up with it. I'm going to try and cut this all down when it's dry, Bondo over it, and just kind of see how it does. But I mean, all the holes are completely filled up to the top. I don't think I'll have any problems with the cracking or anything like that. Because once the stuff dries, it normally is pretty good. But if I have to, I'll go back and do the spray foam. But I was going to unwrap the rest of this. I need to take these taillights out and everything. But I figured if I'm going to be spraying primer, I might as well leave the wrap all on there for the most part. So I only have to mask off like a little bit. Less cleanup, because I don't care about if I get spray on the wrap or Bondo on the wrap or whatever, because it's all coming off. All this is coming. I'm just doing piece by piece so it's easier to mask, because I still have to remold. Under here is Bondo. I need to remold all that again and basically pull out just a hair more to fit my new wheels. That's gonna be a fun time. Yes, there's two 1-inch spacers. That's not gonna stay like that. It's a nice day out today in January. This is a whole nother day from when the video was last recorded. So, only thing that's changed though is, from my left off, I laid a layer of Bondo. And I'll show you guys when I mix more up, how if you guys had never used Bondo before, I'll show you how you use it. It's really just mixing 2 things, the putty and the hardener. But I'm gonna get to sanding this, and I just use a sanding block. I could use a regular, like a power sander, whatever you wanna call it. But I'm just gonna use a sanding block. And I'll show you guys what I do after I sand this. Right now, I think I'm using 40, which is probably too high for what I have, or for what I need. But I don't want to run to the store, so I'm just going to use this lightly and then switch to a higher grit. Finally, everything's sanded down. Everything is very smooth. It's very nice. I went from like a 40 and I just worked my way up until I felt that it was perfectly smooth. Not the best masking job, but it'll do. I just really didn't want it on the window trim or the tail lights. But next we are going to be spraying some primer. We're gonna prime it and then wet sand the primer and just get it smooth, so when I wrap it, everything's gonna turn out good and you won't even know there's bodywork under the wrap. I'm doing the same process that I did for these quarters. Once I rip them all up, I started kind of picking at it. You can kind of see some I had white primer there. And then I did a little spot down here. But there's just little spots all across the whole car I want to get to. But first, let's start attacking this. On to my second coat now. You can still kind of see a little bit of swirls and stuff and scratches in it. Eventually, from what I've learned from doing similar stuff last year, is the primer eventually fill in those holes or those scratches, holes, whatever. And then when I wet sand it, it should come out a lot better, kind of smooth it all out. And once this thing's wrapped, you will not see it. Some stuff will show through if it's deep enough, but usually I get it soft enough or smooth enough where you won't see it. Like, you'll have to really, really, really look. Like, no one's ever noticed any of my bodywork on the fenders. But, so this is my second coat. I'm gonna let this dry. The first coat you do really light. I didn't record it, but I'm already down to the second coat. I'll probably do like 4, 5, 6 coats even, and then I'm gonna start wet sanding. So this video is turning into a long process, longer than I thought. I figured I'd do it in a couple days. But with the whole painting, letting everything dry and everything, I like to give it extra time since it is winter. But right now I'm gonna start the wet sanding process. I already started a little bit, and it's not gonna be perfect, but this part I just kinda wanna get the edge down so I can move into a smooth surface. I'm not probably gonna sand it a lot, you know what I mean? It's still majority gonna stay the same like it is, if that makes sense. Probably not, like I said. No idea what I'm doing, but what I do works, so I just go with it. Hands are disgusting, but for the most part, this is very smooth. I kind of already washed it, so I don't want to touch it too much. I mean, I guess it's going to get dirty anyways. There's no seam here. You can feel it all day. There's not a single edge anywhere around this. I wet sanded the whole top like you guys saw, and I need to get a little bit higher grit. I don't have any here, so I need to go get a little bit higher grit to kind of get some of the fine stuff out. But other than that, guys, I'm basically done. It's not the prettiest. Not sure how shops would do. I kind of just started this on my own. I started unpeeling this because I was bored. But I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. And if you guys want to see more videos of me doing body work, I'm going to have to redo all of this fender. Probably won't record it though because I'm going to be testing the new wheels, which I'm not going to show on my YouTube channel. Eventually I will, but not. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Comment what you guys want to see. Like I said, I'm redoing this whole build. I'll vlog or record any bit of what I'm doing. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to camber the rear. Everyone always asks how you camber the rear of these cars, and I'm stacking. Let's just say I'm stacking down there. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was educational a little bit. Kind of shows you behind the scenes of what I do with my build, at least. And hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.